Indiana versus Penn State. Number 2, Indiana heads into Beaver Stadium at 9-0 and perfect in Big Ten play, chasing not just a title shot but national validation. Penn State, at 3-5 and winless in conference action, is simply searching for a spark. One final reason to believe. The stakes couldn't be clearer. A powerhouse trying to stay flawless versus a proud program desperate to salvage its season. The matchup meter leans heavily crimson, giving Indiana an overwhelming edge in win probability, and the numbers back it up. Indiana's balance defines its rise. Quarterback Fernando Mendoza commands the offense with 2,124 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, and pinpoint 72% accuracy. Running back Kalen Black adds 619 yards and 4 scores, while Omar Cooper Jr. leads the air attack with 669 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. On defense, Louis Moore sets the tone. 57 tackles and 5 interceptions, alongside linebacker Jalen Jones, who's delivered 5 sacks. Penn State's leaders tell a different story. Drew Aller's 1,100 passing yards and 8 touchdowns have come with inconsistency, while Kalen Allen has been their heartbeat with 688 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. Linebacker Amari Campbell's 59 tackles keep the defense competitive, but depth and efficiency remain issues. The battle ahead is classic: Indiana's precision offense versus Penn State's fading front. Momentum couldn't contrast more. Indiana is surging. 5 straight wins, each by double digits, including a statement 55-10 over Maryland and a 56-6 demolition of UCLA. They're scoring early, defending late, and dominating the line of scrimmage. Penn State, meanwhile, is spiraling. 5 consecutive losses, most recently a 38-14 beating against Ohio State. Their closest effort, a 24-22 stumble against Northwestern, exposed struggles in the clutch. One team is peaking, the other pressing, and both know Saturday could redefine their season's story. Mendoza's precision is lethal. 162 completions on 224 attempts, only 4 interceptions, and a passer rating north of 185. He spreads the field and punishes coverage lapses. Alar, by contrast, has struggled to find rhythm. 103 for 159, 3 interceptions, and too many stalled drives. His arm strength is there, but decision-making under pressure has faltered. This duel is about composure. One quarterback dictating tempo, the other trying to rediscover it and prove he can command the moment when it matters most. In the trenches, Indiana's efficiency and versatility give them the edge. Their ground game averages over 5.7 yards per carry, and their receivers win matchups at every level. Penn State's defense allows chunks of yardage on the edge, and with Indiana's receivers like Cooper Jr. and Elijah Sarrett combining for over 1,000 yards, mismatches are inevitable. Defensively, Indiana thrives on disruption. Moore's ball-hawking instincts and Jones's backfield pressure force mistakes. Penn State will need Allen's power running to slow the pace and shorten possessions. But even with his 10 touchdowns and 67-yard-long burst, Allen can't do it alone. The Nittany Lions need balance, protection, and a breakthrough passing night to stay alive. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Indiana winner. Indiana's discipline and execution separate them. They've turned red zone trips into touchdowns, controlled time of possession, and limited turnovers, the true markers of a contender. Penn State's offense has moved the ball inconsistently, and defensive breakdowns on third down have cost them games. Unless Aller delivers his best performance of the season and the defense forces multiple takeaways, the gap will widen fast. The final call: Indiana's machine keeps rolling. Their precision, depth, and defensive discipline will overwhelm Penn State's uneven attack. Expect early control and sustained dominance. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 45.5. Duke versus Yukon, 2 rising programs, 2 distinct football identities, and 1 pivotal November showdown in East Hartford. Duke 5-3, travels north to face Yukon, 6-3, in a clash that feels bigger than the records suggest. Duke stands 5th in the ACC, 4-1 in league play, looking to strengthen bowl positioning and extend a 5-game win streak. Yukon, an FBS independent hungry for national recognition, is aiming for its 7th win and a signature victory against a Power 5 opponent. On paper, Duke holds a 72% win probability, but Yukon's toughness, home field energy, and recent balance make this matchup far from decided. Both teams play with a postseason edge. This is the kind of November game where reputations harden. Duke's offense hums under quarterback Darian Mensah, who's been a model of consistency. 2,572 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions while completing nearly 70% of his throws. He leads a unit averaging close to 8.8 yards per attempt, blending precision and poise. Running back Nate Shepard adds a punishing element, averaging 6.6 yards per carry with 5 scores, while Cooper Barcate continues to stretch defenses with 774 receiving yards and 17.2 per catch. Defensively, linebacker Caleb Weaver's 57 tackles and edge rusher V. Anthony Jr.'s 6.5 sacks shape a disciplined, opportunistic front 7. Yukon counters with its own well-oiled attack. Joe Fagnano, 2,529 yards, 22 touchdowns, orchestrates one of the most complete passing offenses in the country, while running back Cam Edwards has exploded for 815 yards and 9 touchdowns on just 144 carries. Receiver Skylar Bell remains the difference maker, leading with 994 yards and 11 touchdowns, forcing secondaries to respect the deep threat. On defense, linebacker Brian Parham, 80 tackles, 9.5 sacks, and corner Cam Chadwick, 4 interceptions, embody Yukon's bend-but-don't-break identity. Both teams enter with confidence. Duke's offense has caught fire, scoring 40-plus in 3 of its last 5, capped by a 46-45 heartstopper over Clemson and a 45-21 dismantling of Cal. Yukon has matched that with resilience, rebounding from a double overtime defeat to Rice to win 4 of its last 5. Their 38-19 victory against UAB showcased control, running the football, forcing turnovers, and closing drives with authority. Momentum, however, means nothing once the whistle blows. Both squads have learned to win close. Duke's experience late in tight games could prove critical when possessions shrink in the fourth quarter. Mensah versus Fagnano is the duel within the duel. The polished tactician against the fearless field general. Mensah's efficiency stands out, but Fagnano's improvisational ability can turn broken plays into touchdowns. Both quarterbacks protect the ball and lead high completion offenses, setting the stage for a cerebral, high-velocity chess match through the air. Expect the winner to be the one who stays patient in the pocket when pressure builds. Mensah's rhythm-based passing could control tempo early, while Fagnano's flair for extending drives may ignite momentum swings late. This matchup could hinge on who adapts faster once the pocket collapses and reads tighten. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Duke winner. This game will be won up front. Duke's offensive line faces the tall task of containing Parham's pass rush, while Yukon must find ways to disrupt Mensah's rhythm without sacrificing coverage integrity. Special teams and turnovers will loom large, especially if field position tilts toward either side. The X factor, Duke's discipline, just 2 turnovers from Mensah all year, could spell the difference in a tightly contested road matchup. Expect fireworks, grit, and a finish that feels like postseason football, where every possession demands precision and every mistake is magnified. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 57.5. Iowa State versus TCU. This Big 12 collision has the makings of a November turning point. Iowa State, sitting at 5-4, 2-4 Big 12, travels to Fort Worth with urgency in every snap. Across the line, 6-2 TCU, 3-2 Big 12, defends its home turf with an eye on a higher-tier bowl push. The predictive models lean heavy toward TCU, roughly a 2/3 chance to win, but Iowa State's grit keeps this matchup unpredictable. Both teams are chasing stability, but for different reasons. TCU for contention, Iowa State for survival. The tail of the tape tilts purple. Josh Hoover, TCU's confident signal caller, has been steady and sharp. 2,371 yards, 22 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions. His chemistry with Eric McAllister, 727 yards, 8 touchdowns, has transformed TCU's air game into a weekly fireworks show. On the ground, Kavorian Barnes, 418 yards, 3 touchdowns, provides just enough punch to keep defenses honest. Defensively, Caleb Elarms Orr, 80 tackles, 4 sacks, and Jameel Johnson, 4 interceptions, headline a disciplined unit that thrives on forcing quarterbacks into rushed decisions. Iowa State enters with a contrasting style, physical, deliberate, built on resilience. Rocco Becht's 2,119 yards and 11 touchdowns come with growing pains, including 7 interceptions, but his connection with Brett Eskildson, 414 yards, 3 TDS, gives the Cyclones a chance to stretch the field. On the ground, Carson Hansen's 613 rushing yards represent Iowa State's offensive heartbeat. Defensively, Marcus Neal Jr., 62 tackles, and Will McLaughlin, 2 sacks, bring steady production, though this unit has bent late in games under sustained pressure, often struggling with red zone containment and third down conversions that extend opponents' drives and swing momentum at crucial moments. Momentum favors TCU. The Horned Frogs have won 3 of their last 4, playing complementary football. The offense finishing drives, the defense sealing wins. They edged West Virginia, shut down Baylor, and hung tight in a 1-score loss to Kansas State. Iowa State's recent stretch tells a tougher story. 3 losses in 4, including heartbreakers to BYU and Colorado. Their defense keeps them close, but red zone inefficiency and second-half fades continue to haunt. The quarterback duel defines this matchup's heartbeat. Hoover's 65% completion rate and 8.3 yards per attempt showcase elite rhythm and decision-making. He's calm under pressure, efficient in progression reads, and dangerous on timing routes. Becht, completing 61.9% of passes, must show sharper pocket awareness and quicker release timing to neutralize TCU's blitz pressure. One misread against Elarms Orr's linebacker unit could swing momentum instantly. Strategically, this game's control battle lies in pace. If Iowa State can slow it down, lean on Hansen, and win the line of scrimmage, they can frustrate Hoover's rhythm. But that's easier said than done. TCU's defensive front, with Elarms Orr as its emotional anchor, has allowed minimal rushing efficiency in recent weeks. Their speed across the secondary limits explosive plays, forcing opponents into methodical drives they rarely finish. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is TCU winner. Expect the Horned Frogs to press early, using tempo and vertical spacing to stretch the Cyclones thin. McAllister's deep threat and Hoover's accuracy will test Iowa State's corners from the opening drive. The Cyclones will hang tough, relying on disciplined zone coverage and play-action misdirection, but depth and endurance should tip the scale by the fourth quarter. The Horned Frogs stay balanced. Hoover continues his hot streak, and the home crowd fuels a composed finish. Iowa State's toughness keeps it close early, but TCU's precision, speed, and situational control deliver a decisive win that keeps their Big 12 chase alive. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 52.5. Auburn versus Vanderbilt. This SEC matchup is more than a meeting of teams. It's a clash of trajectories. Auburn enters at 4-5 overall, 1-5 in the SEC, desperate to flip a season slipping away. Vanderbilt, ranked number 9 and riding a 7-2 mark, has the look of a program finding its stride. The odds swing heavily toward the Commodores, a 71% projection in their favor. But Auburn has nothing to lose, and that makes them dangerous. For the Tigers, this is about pride. For Vanderbilt, it's about polish, proving they belong among the SEC elite. Auburn's offense has weapons but lacks stability. Quarterback Jackson Arnold has thrown for 1,278 yards with 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, showing command in spurts but suffering from protection breakdowns. 29 sacks so far. Running back Jeremiah Cobb, however, remains the steady hand. With 789 yards and 4 scores on 5.8 yards per carry, he's Auburn's clearest path to control. Cam Coleman's 474 yards and 3 touchdowns provide a dependable outlet through the air. On defense, Xavier Atkins continues to anchor the unit, racking up 69 tackles and 7 sacks, the heartbeat of Auburn's front 7. Vanderbilt, meanwhile, has emerged as a model of efficiency. Diego Pavia is putting together an MVP-caliber year, 2,063 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 picks, and another 501 yards rushing with 6 more scores. His chemistry with tight end Eli Stowers, 547 yards, 4 touchdowns, gives Vanderbilt's passing game a precision edge few defenses have matched. Add safety C.J. Hurd's 47 tackles and Micah Caper's 4.5 sacks, and you've got a team built on complementary football. Smart, physical, and relentless. Recent results underscore the contrast. Auburn's lost 4 of its last 5, including a painful 23-17 overtime defeat to Missouri and a 10-3 offensive collapse versus Kentucky. Vanderbilt, on the other hand, has handled business. Wins over LSU, Utah State, and Missouri, and a close battle with Texas that ended 34-31. Vanderbilt's rhythm on both sides of the ball has been the separator. No panic, no wasted plays, just efficient football. At quarterback, the duel defines the night. Pavia is a rhythm passer who can slice defenses with touch and timing, then punish them on the ground when coverage holds. Arnold is a gunslinger, talented but prone to pressure and inconsistency. Pavia's 69% completion rate and 160-plus passer rating tell a story of control, while Arnold's 61% completion underlines Auburn's growing pains behind an uneven offensive line. What separates them is poise. Pavia turns chaos into opportunity, extending plays with vision and discipline, while Arnold still searches for that balance between aggression and patience. In a game hinging on momentum and mistake-free execution, that difference could dictate everything. This matchup will hinge on execution and endurance. Auburn needs to dictate tempo through Cobb's ground game, keeping Pavia off the field and shortening possessions. Vanderbilt's key lies in sustaining balance, mixing power runs with quick, high-percentage throws to wear down Auburn's linebackers. The Commodores' protection has been elite, surrendering just 13 sacks, while Auburn's offensive line has yielded nearly triple that. That's where the game could be won, in the pocket. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Vanderbilt winner. Ultimately, Vanderbilt's composure and multi-dimensional offense feel too polished for Auburn's uneven attack. The Tigers can hang around early, but Vanderbilt's consistency, play-action depth, and fourth-quarter control should take over. Diego Pavia delivers another signature performance, blending precision and poise, while Auburn's mistakes and missed protection tell the story. Vanderbilt doesn't just win, it solidifies its identity as one of the SEC's most complete and dangerous teams. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 41.5. LSU versus Alabama. With playoff stakes on the line and a roaring Tuscaloosa crowd waiting, Alabama enters this SEC clash with purpose. The Crimson Tide sits at 7-1 overall, unbeaten in conference play at 5-0, chasing Texas A&M for control of the West. LSU at 5-3 and 2-3 in the league arrives fighting for pride and positioning. The matchup predictor paints a lopsided picture, nearly 81% in favor of Alabama. But history reminds us, when these two line up, chaos often follows. Alabama's balance is its backbone. Quarterback Ty Simpson has thrown for 2,184 yards, with 20 touchdowns to just one interception, completing over 68% of his passes. His chemistry with Garrett Bernard, 526 receiving yards and 6 scores, anchors an offense averaging over 8 yards per pass attempt. Jam Miller adds 308 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, providing a reliable inside punch. Defensively, linebacker Justin Jefferson leads with 47 tackles, and corner Bray Hubbard's 3 interceptions have flipped momentum all season. LSU's attack leans on grit and volume. Quarterback Garrett Nussmeier has logged 1,806 passing yards with 12 touchdowns, but efficiency has been streaky. 5 interceptions have cost drives. Caden Durham's 378 rushing yards show flashes of burst, and Aaron Anderson's 382 receiving yards make him the Tigers' steady chain mover. On defense, A.J. Hulsey's 64 tackles and Harold Perkins Jr.'s disruptive edge presence are vital against Alabama's rhythm offense. But LSU's challenge is sustaining that defensive intensity over 4 quarters, especially against a team built to control time of possession and wear opponents down. Momentum favors the Tide. Alabama has ripped through 5 straight wins, edging Georgia and Tennessee, then handling Missouri and South Carolina with late poise. They've won close, they've won clean, and they've proven adaptable when the game slows down. LSU's recent form tells a different story. Losses to Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Vanderbilt show a team searching for rhythm, particularly on 3rd down. Their lone bright spot came against South Carolina, but inconsistency has clouded progress. Alabama, meanwhile, looks sharper by the week. The offensive line controlling the trenches, the defense forcing turnovers in key moments, and the coaching staff fine-tuning execution with championship precision. It's a program peaking at the right time, playing with confidence, rhythm, and purpose. Every snap feels calculated, every drive deliberate, the mark of a contender finding its full stride. Under center, the quarterback duel defines everything. Simpson has been surgical, a rhythm passer who stretches defenses vertically while protecting the ball. Nussmeier is more daring, capable of pushing tempo and attacking space, but vulnerable to turnovers when pressured. Alabama's offensive line has allowed Simpson to dictate pace with composure, while LSU's pocket has been less secure, forcing Nussmeier into improvisation. If this becomes a shootout, Alabama's efficiency edge looms large. If LSU can force chaos, they might just keep it close. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Alabama winner. Expect Alabama's front 7 to pressure early, forcing quick reads and limiting LSU's deep routes. The Tide's secondary, opportunistic all year, matches up well against LSU's speed. For LSU to strike, Durham must establish the run, and Anderson must find seams underneath. Defensively, they'll need to disguise coverage, contain Bernard, and pressure Simpson into mistakes. But the Tide's balance, their ability to dictate tempo, win 3rd down, and close strong, remains their separator. The Tide's precision, protection, and playmaking deliver once again, keeping their playoff chase alive while LSU fights to stay standing. Bryant Denny will thunder with championship energy, and Alabama looks ready to finish what it started. Prediction: total pick for this match is over 44.5.